Hello, my name is Geonna Snyder, and this is how to do fluorescent skull makeup. First, we're going to start off with a pencil, and we're also going to move on to cosmetics that are pretty similar in color. The pencil that I have in front of me has two colors on the ends. One end is red, and one end is blue. We're going to be using the blue end. After we use the blue end, we're going to be moving on to some water-activated cosmetics, which are also blue. This is almost like a fluorescent blue. Then in the center, we're going to use some of this white. Now before we start this makeup, let's put a base on. I'm using some primer. This primer is going to both hydrate along with plump my face and give a nice even surface to work on. Let's wait a couple seconds for that to dry. And now we can move on to doing our outline. To start off, we're going to do a semicircle on our forehead. Start off at one side and go to the other. Where our temples are, we're going to make a straight line down, right to about where our cheekbone is. When you get to your cheekbone, loop your pencil under, come to right about here on your face, and draw an angled line down. Where the mouth is, we're going to go across. Go to the other side, do the same thing. Now where our mouth is, we're going to draw a couple of lines. They're going to go straight down. Now around our eyes, we're going to make circles. Start at the corner, and these don't have to be perfect circular shaped. If they follow more of the shape of your eye, that's a little better. Go down to right about where the top of your cheekbone is. Continue to go in a circle. Go up and go over your eyebrow. Now we're going to do this on the other side. Now let's grab our water-activated blue cosmetic. I'm using a brighter blue for this. The brighter the blue, the more it's going to go and pop when we put the white on. I'm also using an angled brush because it's going to be easier to go around my face. I find that it's easiest to start at one side and go to the other. So we're going to start at this side of our face and go to the other side. If you are left-hand dominant, start on the other side and then continue around. As I follow this line, I'm trying to make sure I don't lift my brush that much. When I get to right about here, I will be lifting the brush and I'll be going from this side over to where this is. Now, where this side is, I'm going to go down and go to my mouth. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. In the center, we're going to go across our lips. And where these lines are, we're going to go down. Now let's go around our eyes. It's best if you start at the corner and then go around. When I lift up my brush, I'm going to go to the other side of my eyebrow and then connect the other side. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now back to my mouth area. Some of the cosmetic might end up getting into your mouth, so make sure you're using skin-safe materials. If one side of the eyes is slightly higher than the other one, you can always fill in the bottom area and extend the top. It really depends on which one's higher and which one's lower. This one here is just a little bit higher than the other side, so I'm going to fill this in slightly, along with also extend this one up just a bit more. You can also remove the cosmetic as well and redo the lines. Now we're going to put a triangle shape onto the nose. For the center, you're going to make another triangle. Now, before we move on to putting white into the center, let's take some translucent setting powder and put it over the top. This is going to make it easier so both of the colors don't blend too much together. Now let's take our fine detailing brush and add a white line in the center. Because of the other cosmetic under this, you might have to lift the brush a couple of times, clean it off, and then put it back on. I'm going to start off in the center and move down to right about here. When you notice that a lot of the cosmetic is coming off of your brush, you need to re-wet it and go again. For the side here, I'm going to anchor my hand as best as I can and go downwards. Try to keep the line in the center as best as you can. If it goes over to the sides a bit, you can always fix that up, or you can take your finger before it dries and blend it in. Now onto the other side, I'm going to anchor my hand at the side and do the same thing. Now back to my mouth area. In the center, we're going to go across our lips. Now let's go around our eyes. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now the makeup could end like this, or you could always add some eyeshadow. I'm just going to add a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm using just a little bit of primer on the top of my lid. This is going to help the eyeshadow grip. I'm going to use just a small amount of black eyeshadow on the upper portion of my lid. Now that you've finished your makeup, make sure to spray it so it stays in place. And now you know how to do fluorescent skull makeup. If you want to learn more, check out my makeup course over on domestika.org.